The dream we're living today would have been a big dream a long time ago when we couldn't even pay our mortgage.
Oh, yeah. It was not attainable.
Right. So the next dream beyond that doesn't seem as far away as it would have if we were back where we used to be.
That's so true.
Right. So what I'm asking folks to do is just dream big. Get around those who dream big. Make sure you have visuals that allow you to dream big. This is only if you want to dream big, though. Some folks say, look, I'm not into dreaming big. I don't want to dream big. Then skip the episode. But for those who want to dream big, I'm telling you,
if you're a go-getter, faith-driven and family-focused and need to break through to your next level, this is the podcast for you. Your self-talk can reshape every area of your life. It's time to dream and think big. Welcome to the Self-Talk Experience with Darnell and Tracy Self. It's time to elevate, baby. Let's get into the show.
Welcome to the Self-Talk Experience with Darnell and Tracy Self. What do you want to talk about today?
Today, let's talk about, you can hear my enthusiasm. You can feel my excitement because I want to talk about dreaming big.
Whoa. Okay.
Look, folks are even afraid. Somebody's feeling uncomfortable right now because, when you're excited and you're enthusiastic about where you're headed, that's a big deal because that means it's way outside your comfort zone typically, because if it was in your comfort zone, you already have it. So a big dream is probably way outside your comfort zone.
So you're saying people have dreams, but there's a difference between dreaming and dreaming big.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Dreaming is almost, it's like a goal that's realistic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A big dream is like, I have no idea how I'm going to get there. My life right now looks nothing like that. Like, I don't even have a vehicle that could get me there.
So what does your self-talk look like for you to really be able to dream big, though, and come way outside of your comfort zone?
Girl, that's me every day. That's me. I live with big dreams. Like I'm a walking big dream. Look up big dream and you're going to see D Self. That's who I'm a big dreamer.
You are.
And look, I've 90-something% of the time I've missed my goals.
Yeah, but it's interesting that you're saying you missed your goals because your enthusiasm is infectious with the people that are around you, and you cause them, whatever our dreams are, you're like, no, give me more.
Yeah.
What else you have?
Yeah.
What else is there?
Yeah.
And it always makes you think, no, that's really pretty big. And you're like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
I know it could be bigger.
Yeah.
So you help us just think way outside the box. And I'm like, you really think?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
That's why listen, if you want to dream big and whatever that is, you like, I'm not into all the, trappings. It doesn't have to be trappings.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? You want to be able to give away $1 million. That could be a big dream when you've never given away $10,000.
Right.
Right. So it doesn't have to be trapping. So just don't want anyone to get that out of this message. But the reason why I encourage people to dream really big, because even if they mess up and miss the big dream, they still end up with a dream, right, accomplishing something. They're like, dude, I just can't believe it's my life right now. Mm-hmm. And it may not be what they initially put on the dream board, but it's much better than where they were.
Right.
And guess what? Once they're there, that next dream isn't as big as where it was before they reached the one that they are living.
Right.
Right. I feel like the dream we're living today would have been a big dream a long time ago when we couldn't even pay our mortgage.
Oh, yeah. It was not attainable.
Right. So the next dream beyond that doesn't seem as far away as it would have if we were back where we used to be.
That's so true.
Right. So what I'm asking folks to do is just dream big. Get around those who dream big. Make sure you have visuals that allow you to dream big. This is only if you want to dream big, though. Some folks say, look, I'm not into dreaming big. I don't want to dream big. Then skip the episode. But for those who want to dream big, I'm telling you, look, all the images that come my way, the stuff that I see on Instagram, mm-hmm, right? I'm always sending them to you. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this closet. Oh my gosh, look at this vacation spot. Oh my, right? Because I love to travel. I love great restaurants. Mm-hmm. I love different places and things. And so it's a big dream to be able to do those things for you and the kids and my friends, and we've done those things.
Right. But also what comes with that is people are watching. And so it feels good for me to know that what we do may be inspiring someone who thought they couldn't dream big, that they could do it.
Yeah.
Right. Just by watching.
Yeah.
And leading by example.
Yeah.
And being okay with disappointment and being okay with the setback.
Yeah.
Because we know that it's only setting us up to go even further.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why, look, if for the audience who's been following us for all these episodes, right? Well over 30 episodes now, we talk about failure more than we do success.
Yes, we do.
Like if you go back, we talk about obstacles and barriers because that's when self-talk's more. It's easy to have great self-talk when things are great, but when things aren't so great, then what is our self-talk saying?
What does it look like?
Right. It's like, oh, I can't believe again. I can't, this never works out for me. Or hey, here I am in this place I never thought I'd be. Right. It's in those times where you've got to watch your self-talk. This is why we talk about the moments where we didn't hit our goals, because there were more times, as I said, that I haven't hit my goals than I hit my goals. Right. So the goals I set are so lofty. They're still realistic, but they're out there. Like I got to hustle. I got to grind. I got to do some things that are different than what I've done in the past because the goals that I've set aren't things that I've already achieved.
Well, yeah. And people always say, you still working? You still working hard? Like, absolutely, because your goals have changed.
Right, exactly.
My why has changed.
Yeah.
Everything has changed.
Yeah.
Because once you get to a certain level, like you said, you're like, oh, well, if I'm here, I could definitely go here.
Right.
And then when you get there, you're like, oh, well, I'm here, so I know I can go here.
Yeah. And change is good. Like, yes, I've changed. Because in order for me to attract something different, I got to become someone different. So I hope I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I hope I'm not the same husband, same father, same leader, same business person. I hope I've learned some things. Yeah,
but when you're a big dreamer, you have to be a person that just loves the grind.
Yeah.
You have to love the grind.
You do.
And when it's in you, you won't stop.
Yeah.
You won't stop.
Yeah. It becomes a part of who you are, right? It's like you desire to, and I shouldn't say it like this, because grind can be taken in a way where it feels like you have no playtime. And we always talk about seasons.
Yeah.
And there are times where I grind. There are days, even now, where I'm grinding all day. And then there are days where we're hanging out. But when you put it all together, they're still putting us on track to reach our goals.
Absolutely.
But then there are hiccups, then there's barriers, and then things happen. And I've got to get my self-talk right because I'm like, I'm not even on track to hit this goal.
But you just got to hurry up and get through it fast.
Yeah.
And that's key too. Not sitting in the moment too long. Because when you sit in the
mentally,
moment,
you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when you sit in the moment mentally too long, it weighs on you.
Yeah.
And then you lose your belief.
Yeah.
And then you kind of falter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm telling you, hanging out with those who dream even bigger than you causes you to dream big too. But sometimes it's not as easy to get into that circle because those folks are looking to hang out with people that dream bigger than them. So if you don't dream as big as they dream, it's like, how do you get into the circle? And what I found is that service has allowed me to get into those circles, right? Being able to serve others.
Right.
And what can I do? What value can I add?
Right.
You know, and they're like, hey, man, you can help me out with this. And so it got me in those circles where I at least was in communication with them and then started dreaming bigger because those who I was being a servant leader for or servicing, adding value to them, were dreaming bigger.
Get in those rooms.
Yep.
That's key.
Yep.
That's really key.
Yeah. So we just want to have an episode talking about dreaming big because we think there's a special place for those who dream big. And we want to make sure that because you're going to be such an inspiration and such a testimony for someone else, whether in your 60s or your 70s, or because you don't have a GED or because you failed at 10 other things before, your testimony is going to inspire somebody else because there's only one of you. So keep dreaming big. Don't let anyone stop you from dreaming big. And we look forward to seeing you all over the top. Don't forget, the things we say to ourselves about ourselves eventually determines what we attract for ourselves.
See you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Self-Talk Podcast with Darnell and Tracy Self. We hope you enjoyed. Be sure to rate and review this podcast on your favorite podcast listening platform. And we'll see you next time. And remember, talk good to yourself.